When is the most romantic time in your life? Is notes from school that year? Or an accidental touch? And for Moira, the romance begins from the process of this strange man helping her go to the bathroom. A car accident that cost Moira a successful quadriplegic. You can just stay in bed all day. Even taking a shower and going to the bathroom also the intricacies of others. She used to be an independent and resilient person. Now she's become irritable and self-deprecating. You've caused countless caregivers to leave. Until that day, among the candidates, there is a middle-aged man with a big beard. This work appears to include help me take a shower. Maybe it's because of for other caregivers. This time Mura demeaned the woman's dignity. For the first time she received a man to do this job. But you'll never think that is a sloppy alcoholic man like that, but by his meticulous and special help her find the meaning of life. And she's deeply enchanted. It's strange to hire a man. At Sao, men should not see women in this condition. That woman is Mora's housekeeper. She's in charge of training each caregiver. And her next step is to teach Leo how to get his patients to pee. Mura seems to have fallen asleep at 3 a.m. The butler gently pulled his feet up. Put your pee under your body. And then tap your lower abdomen with your finger. Finally gently press on her bladder. The chain of care work that comes with this violation. It will be done by Leo himself tomorrow. And until the toilet is over, they left the room. Mura dared to open her somewhat teary eyes. She always pretends to sleep. The next day, Mura's fury echoed through her ears. Leo, who fell asleep, quickly put on clothes. After hastily washing her face, bring her breakfast, help you wash your face, then pull open a window that's been closed all night. The ocean breeze brought the sound of birds into the room. I'm scratching your hair a little bit. The tail of her lips widened. Only this moment is truly Mora's freedom. Time has come to 10 o'clock. I watched Leo piss towards me. Mora still feels panicked. She called Leo to stop and asked him to make a phone call. Go outside first. After sending Leo away, Mora started to breathe. Tears don't stop pouring out. The disability of her body made her unable to retain the price of a woman. You have to learn to accept. You can go back, who knows? When Leo flipped Mora's blanket with shame, how much courage does she need? But as soon as Mora prepared to accept this man, Leo decided to quit his job before he left. He knows from the butler that Mora used to be a strong, confident woman, but that accident cost her everything. It's not just the health of the body. Your fiancé seems to love you. You have a father abroad, but he hurt your mother. Your father's relationship soon became meaningless. That day, Leo sat alone on the bench by the side of the road. With a thoughtful and sad face, Mora's fate reminds him of himself. Used to be a legend, illustrious in the boxing world. But that's why I was lost at the height of my life. He betrayed his wife's trust many times pushed her into despair. Finally, pushed her to end her life. When you wake up, it's too late. You left a mental injury. The burden you have to carry is not done. The responsibility of a trusted person. That's why you're poor and addicted. The next day, Leo returned to Moira's house. The butler asked you a Sao, because Moira, really, money isn't the only reason you're here. In the conversation, Leo knows that Moira loves to read, but she especially hates love stories. Leo thought deeply. He stood hiding at the door looking back at Moira. In front of her, she's reciting a Russian song. There was joy and happiness on her face. But Leo knows she sings like you're drunk. It's all about temporarily paralyzing yourself. Leo went shopping that day, but he deliberately bought fish that Moira had never eaten. Even though you've picked up all the fish bones, but still makes Moira angry. You can buy anything, but don't buy this disgusting thing. That's right, for Moira, who's sensitive and suspicious. A fish bone that could take your life. My only joy is eating. I'm hungry, but you feed me fish. It's disgusting. You're not the only one left. Really, what else do I have? Trust. Leo's words calmed Moira down. Since the accident, I tried to trust someone for the first time. It was also the first time to taste the feeling of trust that fish meat brings. And for Leo, who's an alcoholic all the time, even when you're awake, your hands will shake. But he's preparing a very elaborate fish dish. He taught Moira what faith is, but at the same time to teach herself how to be trusted. Another drunk night. The next day, Leo was late. Moira immediately smelled the alcohol on him. But the strange thing is, Moira was rarely angry this time. Just ask Leo to read to you. For Leo, who likes boxing, this is no different than suffering, more than helping you go to the bathroom. He writes through the speakers, then quickly switched the TV channel to the boxing channel. If I had to read if you'd quit. This word seems normal, but it comes from Moira's careful exploration. You don't even realize it yourself. I don't know when she started to worry about Leo. It starts when he's not around. quietly inquired about his situation from the butler. The appearance of Leo in Moira's normal life has sparked the waves to flutter. I cleaned her room. Friends talk to her. Read books. Let her get through the day and night. Two lonely and weak hearts are quietly closer together. Leo stared at a small box that day. Her mouth also suddenly burst into a smile. There seems to be a treasure inside. Then I went to Moira. I hope you can step out of the room and look at the outside world. Cautious Moira refused to be decisive. You can't even eat fish or meat. How dare you take that risk? Take action. Go out like a crazy person. Leo told her, I have a surprise for you. What a surprise. A game that's probably the expectation for this surprise. Or maybe you're simply, I want to trust this man. She's going downstairs with him. She felt the cool sea breeze, bathing in the golden sun. For her, it's a luxury you haven't had in a long time. But happiness is more than that. Leo started his game. I saw you holding a small wooden box. It's filled with 10 bottles of essential oil. I told you to close your eyes. Take out a bottle and put it in front of you. Ask her what she smells. Is it a rose? I like your game. Close your eyes. What is this? Sandalwood is amazing. Beautiful smile blooms on your cheeks. This is a game full of surprises. She said thank you. I just looked at her. Even if it's just smell. But it brought Moira the greatest sense of happiness in her ability. Turns out, this rude-looking man is so delicate. When trust accumulates to a certain level, even actions that previously felt risky, the danger doesn't seem as scary as before. I like to go out for a walk. He still reads the book as superficially as before, but the eyes of those listening to the book soon change. You push her through the crowd, walking through small alleys. She also happily say that it's her friend, visiting old friends. Glad to say this is your friend, no longer a caregiver. She makes excuses to talk to you to want you to rest, but I still don't want to leave your sight. Even when you meet someone you always search without results, you're not swayed. Before I left, I told a love story, and she replied, I want to read it. Do you have a girlfriend now? Not that day. Leo went to a slum. I found someone who knows him, and hopefully she can get back to boxing. Ra, the girl, is Leo's boxing student, but not too long ago suddenly disappeared. Leo knows she's forced by life, but I can't wait to see her deliver. Travel with those who are not decent. So he said there's a match coming up. If you win, I'll give you half the prize. Girls happily accepted. However, that night, the scoundrels that the girl had messed with went to Leo. Few people without enemies. He was beaten so hard he couldn't get to bed. Long time no see Leo. Moira began to become restless. Until the doorbell rings. You just gave me a smile of hope. But it wasn't Leo who came, it was the girl. She said Leo won't be coming anymore. The manager asked why. The girl doesn't want to say why. Moira heard the news and felt seven hopes. She thought Leo was like the previous caregivers. I'm tired of this job. That's right. You shouldn't have any illusions. AI will want to continue to care for disabled and irritable as you are. What makes you sad is, why do you not pay attention when you read a book? The words in the book are becoming more and more blurry. A few days later, Moira started interviewing her new Leo caregiver. With a bruised face walked in. He explained the reason to Moira. I promise it won't happen next time. But Moira was determined to tell me. Go get the money I owe you from the butler. Go away. Leo's leaving for the world of Moira. It's gray again. You just shed tears all day. I even want to ask the medicine man to ease the pain. Of course you don't want to fire Leo, but you're forced to do that. But fate soon bound them together. Leo was drunk again that day, even accidentally sleeping next to Moira. The butler was about to talk when Moira stopped her. What do we do to get him to sleep? Moira is not angry. You just smile. I looked at the man next to me who was making noise until Leo wakes up. When he said he wanted to stay here, you pretend again. Become a difficult and unpleasant person. She scolded Leo for being an alcoholic. Scolded him as a pervert. But in words, there's a hidden interest. Careful, Leo realized this. He's suddenly getting close to Moira. I remember you being stripped of your layers of lies. Moira's emotions start to waver. Finally, in a tense confrontation, the boundary in Moira's lap completely collapsed. You come and go and hurt me. Your heart is easy change. I want to go. I want to stay. I want to go back. Turns out this is why she quit Leo. Turns out she's scared. I'm not afraid of Leo coming and going. Fear of fragile hope. Go to breakfast. I'm hungry. The sun's rays shining through the leaf slits on Moira's face. Leo pushed her, saying that he memorized a poem. From the brief words of the poem, Moira heard Ra. Leo had a wife. She's pregnant with you. But because of your laziness, Your wife chose to end her life. Muriel interrupted Leo. You don't want to know your past. I just want to treasure every moment. You said you wanted to roll on the grass. He gently picked her up, gently rolling her on the grass. They're tired and sweating, laughing more happily than ever. I want you to promise me something. He asked what it was. If you're leaving, don't leave me. I promise you, Leo will be in a fight. Muriel specifically chose to give you a suit, the color of the sun, because in your heart, Leo is the sunshine that shines into your life. The match was a big win, but Leo, who was excitedly screaming on the field, he came home with a sad face. Maybe it's time to leave. That day, Leo changed into that bright yellow suit. He went to the gym. I left all my prize money to the students, then borrow a car to take Muriel with you. Through every meadow and forest, they sat next to each other without a word, but on the face there is relief and peace. He finally hugged her to a distant shore. In the midst of the crashing waves, their images gradually disappeared. The sunset shining on the sea, the romance that breathes. I think at the other end of the ocean, they will definitely sit together again, listening to the sea breeze, drinking lemon water. Bathing in the sun is hard to get. We will all go through stages, suffering in life. You will lose important things in life, but please don't be afraid. Courage to open the closed prison door. Learn to trust, learn to smile. There will always be sunshine. They can pass every school. It will fall gently in front of you. And as someone who's trusted, please also respect the person who held everything for you.